Good morning. I am Tiffany, a dynamic instructor. We are here and we're diving into chapter two, which is life skills. So, in chapter two, the learning objectives are the chapter is basically outlined with we're going to have an introduction, why study life skills in action, interpret the psychology of success, design a mission statement, set goals, demonstrate time management, employ successful learning tools, practice ethical standards, develop a positive personality and attitude. The learning objectives are list the life skills to put in action, list the principles that contribute to personal and professional success, create a mission statement, explain long term, short term goals, discuss the most effective way to manage time, discuss the demonstrate good study habits, define ethics, list the characteristics of a healthy, positive attitude. That sounds like some good stuff right there, right? Yeah, that right there good. So we about to get ready to dive on in.
You want me to read the introduction?
I'm about to go live too.
Introduction. While good technical skills are extremely important to master, learning and applying sound life skills is just as important.
Yes.
Barbering is a creative profession where you are expected to exercise your artistic talents. To be successful in an barbershop environment, you need to have well developed communication, discussion making, decision making, image building, and customer service,
Self actualization.
actualization, goal setting, and time management skills. These life skills are the foundation of success for students and professionals. In addition, developing effective study skills will help you achieve your educational and professional goals.
So, good morning, everyone. Y'all know I had to come on here to share with y'all our life skill chapter, which they swapped out the study. It was study skills. So they done took life skills and study skills and combined it because this is the sixth edition of the Barber book. We're here diving in at Dynamic Barber Institute. I'm their dynamic instructor, but I'm also a Kingdom Life coach. So I wanted y'all to kind of come in and see a little bit of behind the scenes as we dive into this chapter. And if you wanted to register or if you was interested in becoming a barber, getting your master hair care specialist license or anything dealing with just natural hair care, then we are here. We have two programs open. We're going to keep going in. But I am Tiffany, of course, Empire Impact Ignite. That's what we've been doing. But right now you're seeing me in my instructor mode. And we rocking and rolling here in the Columbia, South Carolina area at 5708 North Main, Suites E. Okay. So why study life skills? Barbers should study and have a thorough understanding of life skills because practicing good life skills will lead to a more satisfying and productive career in the industry. Barbering professionals work with many types of clients and coworkers. Having good life skills can help ensure positive interactions with others in any situation. The ability to deal with difficult circumstances come from having well developed life skills. Having good life skills builds self esteem, which helps individuals achieve their goals. Life skills in action. After reading this section, you will be able to list the life skills to put into action. You can begin right there.
It says, life skills are those day to day actions and skills that help you to build a productive and well
Grounded.
rounded person. Some of the most important life skills for you to remember and practice include the following: being helpful and caring to others, making good friends, feeling good about yourself, having a sense of humor, maintaining a cooperative attitude, approaching work with a strong sense of responsibility, being
Consistent.
consistent in your work, adapting successfully to different situations, seeking,
Sticking.
sticking to a goal and seeing a job through to completion, mastering techniques to become more organized, developing sound decisions making skills. And
That is good.
oh,
That is a good list of
I don't
skills
like
like
saying
those. You can write them down. Yeah, those life skills in action. So one thing about this chapter, it's life. Life gonna do what life gonna do, whether you in school, out of school, kids, no kids, an adult. Life gonna do what it's gonna do. But we gotta know how to have the skills to implement them and put them into action. And I love how it started out with just being helpful and caring to others. When you care about others and when you're willing to help people get accomplish what they're trying to do, get done, what they're trying to get done, then in return, like you get reciprocity on that type of stuff. Making good friends. We got a night instructor. That's through a 13-year relationship that was built, even in my adolescence, young adult days that are is now beneficial in the business expansion of what's going on with the brand at hand. Feeling good about yourself. Nobody don't want to work with someone that's insecure all the time. Having a sense of humor. Nobody don't want to work with somebody that's always uptight. Maintaining a cooperative attitude. Nobody wants to work with people that's always non-cooperative, not a team player. Don't think about the greater goal, the overall objective. They only think about their self. Approaching work with a strong sense of responsibility. People want to work with somebody that is responsible for their role that they play. Being consistent, showing up consistently. Is it easy all the time? No, but when you make up your mind, that makes it easier. Adapting successfully to difficult situations, working with people in human relations, it's going to be many difficult situations, but you got to know how to adapt. You got to know how to be flexible. You got to know how to effectively communicate. You got to know how to do these things to be successful. Sticking
hello.
to a goal and seeing the job through to completion. A lot of us start stuff, never finish, whether it's our fault or whoever we entrusted fault. But when you stick to the goal, when you see it through to the end, then there's a feeling of accomplishment that you get anyway because you didn't quit. You don't have that quitter spirit on you. So you want to do that because nobody wants to work with a quitter. Nobody want to work with somebody that always quits every time they start something. Mastering the technique to become more organized. Now that is a task itself. That organization will
Yes,
bless your
Lord.
life. I'm still organizing things, and each season is like you gotta. If it's organized, then you reorganize it. Then you organize, then you get organized, then you get back unorganized. Then you gotta get organized again for whatever going on. So it's that thing that life does. So you gotta find the fun in that. Developing sound decision making skills, and it says developing on purpose because that is an ongoing thing because you want to make sound, solid decisions. Your no be no, your yay is yay. So that way, when you're done or you walk away from something, you're not wavered, you're not uneased from the choice that you made. Or I'm gonna have to sit on Key's couch. What's going on, Key? Interpret the psychology of success. Thank you. You better come stop by. I need all my entrepreneurs to come and stop by. Or arrange with me when y'all free so y'all could come in and, empower the students here. After reading this section, you'll be able to list the principles that contribute to the personal and professional success. Success has been defined in many ways over the years, and the definition varies from person to person. Thank you. What is your definition of success? So what is your definition of success? Y'all can feel free to engage if y'all want to.
Success is, to me, accomplishing that which seems difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Because most of the time we think success is money, but that's not really success. Success is being able to accomplish a goal or task that you thought would never happen.
Okay. Success is accomplishing a goal or task that you thought would never happen.
Like
It's not necessarily money.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you never thought you would have been back in school right now?
Never.
For real? Kind of gave up on it on the low?
Yeah, right. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. So just to be able to see me in school, I'm like, okay, this is something that has been accomplished.
Yes.
Versus just, oh, well, I see everybody else in school now, it ain't gonna happen. Putting my foot even in the door was a accomplishment. Signing the paperwork.
Getting that TB test.
Was the first
completing that school. Registered. So you feeling real successful this morning?
Yes.
Yes. This your winning season.
All the way.
Come on here. You see what I'm saying? And it's not just predicated on material things, but that success is major. And it varies, like it says, from person to person, because some people will not feel successful until they made a certain amount of money. And if you waiting to feel what success look like based off of your bank account, you'll never feel it. And yeah, this is definitely like a successful thing. I never would have thought I would have been sitting here. Now I done been teaching and coaching and stuff, but to be actually in a manifested evidence of something that I didn't even see myself doing, and then being able to do it with people willing to sit as students, and then people willing to come alongside and instruct.
You better testify.
I'm like, yo, now this is some success right here. Now this is God. This is some good stuff, and it feels good. It do feel weird, and it varies because a part of us be like, that like, wow, how me, why not me? But walk in it, because that's going to definitely vary from person to person. So, take a few minutes, write your answers down, in your notebook, because the process of self-actualization is fulfilling one's full potential requires lifelong commitment. Okay, the process of self-actualization is basically fulfilling one's full potential requires lifelong commitment. Like I had to be committed to what this level of responsibility would even take. Because this ain't no, start today, stop tomorrow, start today, stop tomorrow. When people are investing and entrusting me, to use the skills that I got to help them get to what they trying to do. So you gotta be committed. This ain't no we starting and closing in a month because of whatever happens in life. No, it don't work that way. You don't get a right to do that when other people are banking their achievements. It's connected to what you be committed to. And that's the standard. That's the dynamic standard right there, because we're not gonna be fickle, uncertain, uncommitted. And that's why I love this chapter of life skills. That's why I love, being a coach, Stay the course and fuel your passion by following proven success building steps. So here are some action steps for success. Being successful in life requires hard work and effort. Faith without works is dead, okay? Continually focusing on the following action steps will create a solid foundation for achieving your goals. Build self esteem. That is why it's so important. If you lack confidence, y'all need to get with me. If this is what you want to do, you'll gain confidence throughout this program. If barbering not for you, then you need to get with I am Tiffany individually and get some sessions because you gotta have self-esteem. It's based on inner strength and begins with trusting your ability to achieve set goals. It is essential that you begin developing high self-esteem while you're in school. So if you didn't get it in high school, elementary school, when you come to this school, we gonna get it. You gonna build it. You gonna have what you need from the inside out. Reading positive affirmations is a great way to start building your self esteem, but it's an inside thing. Visualize success. You got to begin to see yourself successful. You got to begin to see it before you see it. See it before you see it. Constantly imagine yourself working in your dream shop. If you want a shop, if you want a salon, or your dream career, you are completely competently handling clients, loving the job and the environment. The more you practice visualization, the more easily you'll turn your vision into reality. Like I can see myself teaching these students. I saw myself doing it. And then I started teaching more and more students, or God opened doors for me to my gifts to be utilized. And then now I'm confidently, able to be like, okay, let's get it, let's go. Because I was entrusted to teach other school owners, students. Build on your strengths. Practice doing whatever helps you maintain a positive self-image. If you're good at doing something, for example, playing the guitar, running, cooking, gardening, singing, do that. The time you invest in the activity will allow you to feel good about yourself. You want to feel good about you. Remember that there may be things you're good at that you don't realize. You may be a better listener, for instance, or a caring and considerate friend. Thank you. Be kind to yourself. Now that on right there, Lord. Yes, we all got to learn how to be more kinder to ourselves. We be so hard on ourselves. This action step may be a little harder, but it is the most important one for success. Eliminate self-critical or negative thoughts, which are counterproductive. If you make a mistake, view it as a learning opportunity to improve yourself and get it right the next time. Stay true to yourself. Be yourself and be professional. Be yourself and be professional. It takes too much time and too much effort to be someone that you are not. Be unique as a valuable asset. Be yourself. Like, honestly, for example, me, like, I got on this hair wrap. It ain't a black hair wrap like I would want it to be. And this me being myself though, like it's wrapped. I remold my hair when I get some time. That's not the priority. It's cold anyway. I already done cut all my hair off. Listen, I'm gonna be myself. I love head wraps. I like hats. So just trying to just look the whatever everybody's gonna want me to look like, that don't always, work. But that is still professional because you don't smell me. My clothes not all over the place, and I'm as together as I'm about to be. In this 37-degree weather. So be you, be yourself. Practice new behaviors though. Practice new behaviors. So the new behavior, okay, I don't like wearing makeup all the time, but them eyebrows, something gonna have to get done because you already got on the head wrap. So you gotta do something new that you might not, like. That's being flexible. That's a successful A skill. You could develop it by practicing new behaviors such as speaking with confidence, standing tall, using proper grammar, okay, talking like I got some sense. That's new. Versus just kicking the bobo, talking like a fool. Gotta put in new practices. Keep your personal life separate from your work life.
Come on, come
Now
on.
I need to work on that. I don't, yeah, I do. I know how to differentiate it though. Talking about your personal life at work is counterproductive. You want to and can cause the whole shop to suffer. Keep all that drama, that bad business, that bad blood to yourself, honestly. Trying to separate your work life and your home life and develop a healthy work life balance. You want to be able to come in honestly and get the job done. Regardless of what I got going on at home, y'all don't want to hear about that every day. You like, I'm coming to learn to be a barber. It may be certain things that can coincide to inspire or just be relatable. But other than that, we're here in the book. We're in the book, but we live in life. So you want to make sure that you don't overwhelm the environment that you coming in to do work and be productive with counterproductivity at your home and vice versa. Don't take no counterproductivity home. You want whoever you are to be who you are. Um, Keep your energy up. So successful barbers take care of themselves. Get the proper amount of sleep. Eat healthy foods. Manage your time wisely. Also create balance by spending time with your family and friends, having hobbies, and enjoying recreational activities. You already know when you got a life, you gonna want to share what you did the weekend, different things like that. That's even though it may be like small talk, it's positive talk. Because that's what gets people excited. Oh yeah, my kids doing good. Oh yeah, I just got, we went on this trip. Those are good things to encourage other recreational activities versus everybody just doing all crazy stuff, going to jail, getting out of jail, fighting, this, that. No, that's counterproductive. We're not gonna do that. So respect others. Make a conscious effort to respect everyone. And it starts with yourself. Like respect starts with you. The respect that you give yourself, you're gonna give it to others. You're gonna demand it from other people. And that is how you lead the way. Exercise good manners with others by using words such as please, thank you, and excuse me. Practice being a good listener and remember not to interrupt others when they are speaking. Stay productive. There are three bad habits that can keep you from maintaining peak performance. One, my lord, is procrastination. Two is perfectionism. Three is lack of a game plan. Do you see number one and two? Like you ain't doing nothing. I said you ain't. Take forever to do what you're supposed to do. And then you trying to perfect it. Nothing's perfect. None of us are perfect. Do the best you can and it'll get better as you do it. You will see almost instant improvement in your productivity when you eliminate these troublesome tendencies because you want to have a game plan. This chapter, we will definitely go into designing mission statements and goal settings because you got to have a plan, a strategy in place to execute because life gonna happen. Life will throw you a curveball so many times, a gut punch, a sucker punch, and you be like, okay, what was I doing? What was I supposed to be doing? I can't even remember nothing. So procrastination is putting off until tomorrow what you can do today. For example, I will study tomorrow instead of today. The thought process may be attributed to the schedule of too many tasks at one time, which is a symptom of faulty organization. Number two, perfectionism is an unhealthy compulsion to do things perfectly. Success is not defined as doing everything perfectly. As long as you learn from your mistake, you will be successful. In fact, someone who never makes a mistake may not be taking the necessary risks to grow and improve. Having a game plan is the conscious act of planning your life. What's going on, Jeff? Instead of just letting things happen, while the overall game plan is usually organized in a large block of time, 5 or 10 years, it is more important to set daily, monthly, yearly goals. Where do you want to be in your career 5 years from now? Y'all are free to answer these questions out here in digital land. What do you have to do this week, this month, this year to move closer to that goal? So that goes how I've already started issuing out the SMART goals. You notice that? So SMART goals, you got short-term goals, long-term goals. Your longer-term goals are more so 5 to 10 years, and it is up to you to break it down in increments so it's not overwhelming, and you can do achievable steps day to day, weekly, monthly, and it turns into this is what you've done for the year, and it's next thing you know, you've accomplished that goal. We're sitting in an accomplished goal because of the steps that I decided to take, even steps prior to me knowing that I was executing more on the educational note. I'm like, okay, in order to do that, I need to do this, and this. I need to find this type of people and teach them that, get that confidence. You know what I'm saying? And then put that together, and before you know it, oh, there it is. I thought you knew. I thought you knew. Okay. So motivation and self-management, you can pick up there.
Motivation and self-management. Starting something new can be both exciting and intimidating.
Yes.
For example, many new students feel nervous about starting barbering school.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the emotions you may feel, and self-management skills, motivation and self-management skills will help you move to the next level in your career. To achieve success, you need more than an external push. You must feed a sense of personal excitement and have a good reason for staying the course. You are the one in charge of maintaining your own life and learning. To achieve this goal successfully, use creativity. Your creative capability.
Mm-hmm.
Creatively means having a talent such as painting, acting, playing an instrument, writing, or cutting hair. Creativity is also an unlimited inner resource of ideas and solutions. To embrace your creativity, enhance your creativity, keep these guidelines in mind. Be positive. Criticism blocks the creative mind from exploring ideas and discovering solutions to challenges. Look around for creative inspiration. Tap into the creative energy of and museum, music, hair shows, and magazines. Improve your vocabulary. Build a positive vocabulary by using active problem solving words such as explore, analyze, and determine. Surround yourself with others who share your passion. In today's hectic and pressured world, many talented people find that they are more creative in an environment where people work together and share ideas. Mm-hmm. This is where the value of a strong team comes into play.
That was good. So your creative ability and your creative capability, regardless of what it is, it comes from the inside. Those are your gifts to be creative. Surrounding yourself with others who share your passion helps, and it brings things together. It helps you to be more creative. It helps you when times are super hectic. because you're around other people that is just as creative, problem solving mindset, strong team. They plan to win just like yourself. Improve your vocabulary. I cannot stress this, but it is important what you speaking out your mouth um, to edify your environment, to help be a problem solver. Like once you identify the problem, then the next thing is how we gonna solve it. That should be like a norm versus just causing more, making more hectic the situation. So if you need creativity, then you want to get to a place where you are going to art museums, music, listening to music, hair shows. That's a lot of inspiration. Magazines, you get inspiration from all those places. And being positive, because criticism will block your creativity. It blocks your clarity. It blocks your ability to explore and discover new solutions. Design a mission statement. After reading this section, you will be able to create a mission statement. So you always want to, have like be on a mission. Like, what's your mission? What's your purpose in life? Like that's my drive. So feel free if y'all got a mission statement. If you don't, then take this lesson that we sharing with y'all today. Like, start developing over there. An essential part of a business is the mission statements, which establish the purpose and value for which an individual or institution lives and work by. It provides a sense of direction by defining guiding principles and clarifying goals, as well as indicating how an organization operates. Often you will find the mission statement of a company posted for customers to read. Look for the mission statement next time you're in a hotel, fast food restaurant, or any other services related business. The mission often becomes more than just a statement, it becomes the cultural pulse of the organization. A well thought out sense of purpose in the form of a mission statement will also help individuals in their journey to success. Create a mission statement by beginning with their interests. Have a created, we created a tool, the interest self test, to help you get started. See figure 2-3, and that is on the next page. You
And that's on page
can,
28.
28. Mm-hmm.
What you do? It's mind blowing when it says doing too much per se can be a bad thing, but not doing enough is a bad thing.
Oh my God, I be doing too much, man.
Because sometimes you're like, oh, I ain't doing enough, but then when it says doing too much can be a bad thing. Like, well, how do you find a medium where you ain't doing nothing, not doing nothing, but you ain't doing the most? So that's profound right there.
Yes.
I never heard somebody say you can't do so much.
Yes.
Now some of us don't do too much, but then doing too
won't
much.
get nothing done. Yes.
Oh,
So,
wow, that's profound.
And that was actually how we got here, because I had to say, well, what is the mission?
Yeah.
What is the ultimate goal? What should I actually do? Not just do because somebody invited me to do, but what needs to get done? And this needed to get done. The school needed to get done because the delay is no more delay. Now was the time. All roles was cleared, had everything. So that meant the focus had to go into the priority, not, oh, I want to do a little this, I want to do a little this, I want to have a little fun. You're doing a lot of nothing because that's taken away from what need to get done.
The distraction.
So I said, okay, but that's a learned skill. Like in life, you be like, okay, because you know what, I can't do that. If I say I'm to do this, then that's where the commitment is. So Where we at?
We're at set goals.
No, did we try? So next, try to prepare a mission statement in one or two sentences that communicate who you are, what you want in life. One example of a simple yet thoughtful mission statement is I am dedicated to pursuing a successful career in with dignity, honesty, and integrity.
Where you at on page?
I'm still on page 27.
Oh,
And this
okay.
this is one of the reasons where the I am Tiffany came from. I am Tiffany. I empower people, I impact their lives, and I'm igniting them to do what God is calling them to do. I build my brand based off trust and respect.
Come on.
Once they know that, they know what I'm about. It's up to them if they want to work with me as an individual, which is, company, whatever. And that's been working out. That's the mission. The statement will lead you right in the right direction to help you feel secure when things are temporarily go off course. So as I already telling you, things will get off course. Things gonna happen, but you stick to the mission. For reinforcement, keep a copy of the mission statement where you can see it and read it frequently. Because you want to become it. You don't want to just talk about it, but you want to become it. Feel free to take this interest self test. Okay, this your personality is tied to your interest as a barber. You may decide to specialize in one or more areas to build your reputation and clientele. This is a quick quiz to give you an idea of where your future might lie based on your personal preference. Which subject interests you the most? A. Chemistry. B. Geometry. C. Accounting. Pick one.
Hey.
A. All right. Which of the following would you do? Would you rather do? A. Analyze a problem. B. Solve a problem. C. Read about a problem.
Analyze the problem.
That's A again. Three. When you look at painting, what do you notice first? A. The color. B. The shape. C. The details.
The color.
That's A again. When it comes to coworkers, would you prefer to A. Work with one other person on a specific problem? B. Work with the team to get lots of ideas. C. Work alone and tell the teammates what to do.
I'm gonna say B.
All right. Number five, when it comes to shop clients, do you think they A know exactly what they want and that's good? B are open to new ideas and suggestions, which is fun. C probably want good value.
I'm gonna say C. Good value.
All right, and you got mostly A's. So it says add up the A's, B's, then check below to see which one you're most interested in. All of the chemical services, perms, relaxers, and hair coloring involve chemistry, detail work, and solving specific problems. You was just in here talking about the lady who had the problem, hair growth, um, which might be good choices for you. You need strong fundamental and a mind for detail to know how to get from point A, their natural hair texture or color, to point B, their desired texture and color. Hence, you are here in school and you are ready to learn how to get from what you know and how to make it even better to give them their desired look and all of that even better. So that's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So set goals, you can pick up there.
Okay, set goals. After reading this section, you will be able to explain long-term and short-term goals. Do you have direction, drive, desire, and a dream? If so, do you have a reasonable idea of how to go about meeting your goals? Goal setting in is the identification of long-term goals and short-term goals. When you know what you want, you can draw a circle around your decision and chart the best course to get there. By mapping out your goals, you will see where to focus your attention in order to fulfill your dreams. How goal setting works. When setting goals, categorize them based on the amount of time it takes to accomplish the goals. Hmm. An example of a short term goal is to get through an exam successfully. Another short term goal is to graduate from Barber School. Short term goals are usually those that are to be accomplished in a year or less. Long term goals are measured in larger increments of time, such as 2, 5, or 10 years, or even longer. An example of a long term goal is becoming a barbershop owner in 5 years. Me. Can you have organized your once you have organized that is your thoughts, write them down in short term and long term columns and divide each set of goals into workable segments. Now, the goals will not seem out of sight or overwhelming. For example, if you are a part-time barber student, one of your long-term goals should be to become a licensed barber. At first, getting this license might seem so require an overwhelming amount require an overwhelming amount of time and effort. However, when larger aspirations are divided into short-term goals, such as going to class on time, completing homework assignments, and mastering techniques, you would find that accomplishing each short-term goal leads progressively to the accomplishment of the larger goal. Remember to set feasible goals, to create a plan of action, and the plus revisit the plus often. While adjusting goals and action plan may be necessary from time to time. Successful people know that focusing on their goals will move them towards additional success. You can look at figure 2 through 4 and figure 2, 5. Okay. Let's see. How to set and track long
Short
short-term
term goals,
goals.
talking about down here.
Yes, ma'am. It says read this chapter. Number 1, action steps. Read first part at lunch, finish at dinner. Number 2, practice speaking to clients in a pleasing voice. Action step. Do it with family tonight. Number 3, create my own statement. Mission statement. Action step. Review samples in this chapter. Write my own. Number 4, start learning trends. Action step. Search online new trends and beauty magazines. Make a 5 word trend list. Number 5, prepare to pass the chapter 2 exam. Action step, review what I read. Ask instructor any questions. Have study sessions with 2 friends. Number 6, practice being on time. Action steps, set alarm for 15 minutes earlier. Give self one
$1 every time.
$1 every time I get to class 10 minutes early.
All right now.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Number 7 says build my vocabulary. Action steps. Buy books or find websites. Learn one new word a day.
So now when it says completion, because this is another part, that when you do the reading, when you complete it, date it and check it off. Like that's what it was doing by number one. Number two, that was the next day. Um, do it, write it down that you completed it and you checked it off. Mission statement, it was dated, checked off. Now, what stood out about number one is it was broken down in parts. Started at lunch, finished at dinner. One day, but didn't overwhelm yourself with doing it in one sitting. And then, like number six, where it says practice being on time, it was a date that it started 5 days in a row. See, it got more specific. Remember when I gave you that SMART goal sheets? They're specific. So it says start 6:20, 5 days in a row by 7:20. It ain't checked off yet, but it's specific on how it needs to be done. And that was 5 days in a row, giving yourself a month to begin getting that practice, getting that habit in. Building the vocabulary every day, one word at a time. It's something you're doing every day, but one word at a time, not 3 words a day, one. And then you'll be able to start seeing the difference, and that is the truth. Reading is super fundamental. That strengthens our vocabulary subconsciously. My goals. So you already got your goal sheet, but even with this, you can take some time and set some more goals. You had some other things you was even just talking about what you want to do in February. 1, 2, 3. What 7 goals? You can lay them out, the date, how you want to do it, and when they start getting done, check them off, and you can put those, on a notebook, piece of paper. The goal with that goal, like that's a goal, but you can use that as a guide along with what we're covering in the chapter. If y'all are interested in becoming a barber and a career in barber and beauty, then y'all can stop by. We are here. Feel free to stop by if you want to register. Cool. If you got questions, you can get the link. Go to our website, visit Dynamic Barber Institute. We just let y'all in. We are diving into chapter 2. So we diving in. Of course, every chapter, y'all not going to be up in our business. But these first couple chapters, we just basically learned about the history of barbering and life skills. No, we are not a cosmetology school. We are a barber school. We are a barber school. Come and stop by. Come and stop by, you guys. We are a barber school. Every service that you see me be able to do, I've been able to do it with my master hair care license. And now training is being provided on a larger, impactful scale. And the students are super excited. People been coming by. We got some more students planning to come by to register the rest of the week. So get in where you fit in, you guys. Get in where you fit in. Okay? So, hey, Yolanda, come on by. Y'all, we are at 5708 North Main Street. We're not done with chapter 2. Is life skills. Y'all know I'm a Kingdom Life. I don't know who that is. Y'all know I'm a Kingdom Life and Business coach. Okay, so y'all seeing in action. So we just letting y'all in on the life skill chapter. So stick around, come in, come out, come by. You got to be 16 years of age or older. If you got any more questions, feel free. Ask.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Excuse me.
So I have write ideas out, get clients. It's the second step.
Mm-hmm.
Come up with the grand design for it. Fourth thing is finding the location, and then setting the date, and then the last but not least is six and seven, which is promoting and the cleanup work, finish work.
Okay. Now make sure when you get some time to go back and dates that you want it done by, or the dates that you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I couldn't think about it. I need the idea thing done and the client done by the end of the month.
Okay.
Mm.
So here's a tip: real life time management. In a barbershop environment, it takes team effort to effectively manage time. Barbershops book appointments based on the type of services being provided to the clientele and the shop type. Some shops operate without setting appointments and instead work on a walk-in or first come first served basis. Both methods require barbers to practice effective communication with the fellow barbers and peers. Making sure that you arrive on time, starting work with your first client as soon as the client arrives, and staying on schedule will take you a long way towards success as a barber. The front desk and shop manager can be a tremendous help if you find yourself falling behind or you have the opportunity to add additional services to help fitting it and need help fitting it into your day. With experience, you'll learn to accommodate late clients and add on services like a pro. So, demonstrating time management, that's what we're going into now. And after reading this section, you'll be able to discuss the most effective ways to manage time. Effectively managing your time will help you reach your goals more quickly. Here are some ways you can be more effective at time management. Learn to prioritize by ordering tasks on your to do list from most important to least important. When designing your time management system, make sure it will work for you. For example, if you're a person who needs a fair amount of flexibility, schedule some blocks of uninstructed, no, unstructured time. So if you're a person who needs fair amount of flexibility, schedule some blocks of unstructured time. Never take more than you can handle. Learn to say no firmly but kindly and mean it. It is easy. It will be easier to complete the task if activities are limited. Learn problem solving techniques that will save you time and needless frustration. Give yourself some downtime, whether you are frustrated, overwhelmed, worried, or feeling guilty. You lose valuable time and energy when you're in a negative state of mind. Unfortunately, there may be situations where you cannot get up and walk away. To handle these difficult times, try practicing the technique of deep breathing. Just fill your lungs with as much as you can and exhale. Take a deep breath. I can't feel my lungs with that much. Like my lungs got to feel fast. Okay, it says after about 5 to 10 breaths, you will usually find that you have calmed down and your inner balance has been restored. So if you need to take these deep breaths, inhale through your nose. Okay, that's when you're supposed to inhale, and then you're exhaling. Inhale the
So you
good.
still on page 30?
Exhale the bad. We're on 31 at the top, like the second sentence. So after about 5 or 10 deep breaths, you'll usually find that you calm down. If you got issues with your temper or anything like that, that's a great exercise for you to do. And keep doing it until you calm your butt down.
I'm trying to tell you, no.
Um, Have a notepad, organizer, tablet, or any digital application accessible at all times. Make daily, weekly, monthly schedules that show exam times, study sessions, and any other regular commitments. Plan leisure time around these commitments rather than the other way around. Identify times during the day when you are energetic and times when you want or need to relax. Plan your schedule accordingly. Reward yourself with a special treat or activity for work well done and efficient time management. Do not neglect physical activities. Remember that exercise and recreation stimulate clear thinking. Schedule at least one block of free time each day. This free time will be your hedge against events that happen unexpectedly, such as car trouble, childcare problems, helping a friend in need, or other unforeseen circumstances. Understand the value of a to-do list for the day and the week. These lists help prioritize task activities, a key element to organizing time efficiency. And you can look at figures on figure 2-7. That's like just a to-do list in a notebook. Keeping track of time, that's a different planner. So your list is showing you like what a calendar, scheduler look like over a list. Just making a list of it. Understand the value. Oh, I already read that. Make effective time management a habit. And you can be on in 1 month, 2 months, you be good. Then 1 month you done kind of maybe slipped up, but just tighten back up. And now's the best time to tighten back up on these habits because we're about to get ready to go into the physical new year, even though, I mean, we technically already in the new year, but physically the calendar is about to change. Hey. Yeah, biblically we already hit the new year. But the new year, for the people that's waiting on the new year to happen in America and stuff, we about to hit that in less than 50 days. So get with it. Employ successful learning tools. Okay. Do you want to pick up there?
Yes, yeah. Employ successful learning tools. After reading this activity, you will be able, what's the word?
Demonstrate.
No, at the top of it said, after reading this, you will be
able to
demonstrate good study habits. Having a successful career as a professional barber begins by employing keys. That's employing keys. Employing key learning tools while in school to realize the greatest benefit. What's the word?
Education.
Okay, the greatest benefit education can provide. Commit yourself to learning the following.
It says from doing the following.
Doing the following.
Is it blurry over on
yeah,
that?
Yeah, we got blurry.
Okay.
Go back.
Attend all classes.
I can see it.
You can see it.
Attend all classes. Next, arrive for class early. Have all necessary assignments ready.
Materials ready.
You
better get them glasses.
Listen attentively to your instructor. Take notes, which I'll see. Well, you can't see, but I'm taking notes.
Yes, you are.
Highlight important points, which I'm writing down important points. Pay close attention during summary and review sessions, which we're doing now. When something is not clear, ask for clarification.
Yes.
If you are still unsure, and again, ask again for assistance.
Yeah.
Figure 2.8
Raise your hand. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
I understand that. Can you repeat that? Run that back, please, ma'am or sir. Get what you need
Everyone learns. Everyone learns is their
in there.
learn in their personal and unique ways. Your study skills should
Utilize
utilize the standards on
the methods.
the methods of tools that will help you
Absorb,
absorb and
retain.
retain new information learning through all of the study skills available. Will help you find what works best for you and makes uh,
Use of your time.
valuable use of your time.
So repetition, that would be the one thing. Like this stuff what we saying right now, you're gonna hear this over and over and over again, even once you be able to go ahead and start operating on the clinic floor. This will be over and over and over again. You'll hear it, the stuff you're learning that you're applying. You're going to come back and ask because you're going to gain more understanding. You might have another revelation and you're going to want to talk about it again. Whether you repeat the information in your head, say it out loud, write it down, practice it hands on. Repetition helps your short term memory secure a firmer grasp on the information, making the information easier to retrieve when you need it. So, repetition, that is definitely something that is going to be one of the learning skills, learning tools, study skills that we utilize here every day. Organization can be used to process the new information for both short term and long term memory use. If a new topic seems particularly overwhelming, categorize the information into smaller segments. For example, rather than trying to learn about all the layers of skin at once, study and learn about skin division at the time. About one skin division at a time. Organize it, break it down so you can digest it. Other than that, it's just going over your head and it can be overwhelming. Pneumonic, pneumonic,
Mnemonic.
pneumonic. I'm like, pneumonic. Thank you. See, we work together. You got that one. That was different.
I'm trying to tell. I'm like,
Mnemonic is a device that helps you remember or recall information. They can be word association, acronyms, songs, rhymes, or any other form of memory trigger that helps you recall information. Oh, okay, like hooked on phonics. Hey, like supersonic. Hey, mnemonics. See, I said it right?
yeah,
Mnemonic. 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 And it is spelled Mnemonic. Mnemonic. All right, so that's helping with recall. Word association. To promote better long term memory, try to associate. And that's what I was doing. Y'all caught that when I said mnemonic, supersonic, hooked on phonics? Mnemonics. That's word association. Those are study skills to help you grasp something that you like, okay, now I don't want to keep reading this. And then every time I see this word, I don't get it. Now I'm going to get it. Mnemonics, because I done said phonics, sonics, and I did a song with it. Supersonic. You know what I'm saying? So that's for long-term memory. Associate new information. Of course, this ain't new, but it's right now. I'm just trying to make sure it's locked in. For example, the outermost layer of the epidermis is the scranium corneum. It is also known as the horny layer because it consists of tightly packed cells that the that are similar to an animal's horn or hoof. The outer cells are continually shed and replaced with new cells from the underlying layers of the epidermis. This is the example. Corn on corneum rhymes with horn, providing an easy way to remember the technical term in alternate terminology. Using word association can be helpful for remembering most information, but be sure to create association that means something to you. Meaningful association will assist you in actually learning the materials and make it easier for you to the retrieve your long-term memory when you need it. Acronyms. Acronyms are created by using the first letter in a series of words. For example, the function of the skin can be remembered by using the word shapes. Sensation, so shapes, sensation, heat regulation, absorption, protection, excretion, secretion. Shapes is a particular good acronym because the skin is also gives shape to the body. So the word shapes is sensation, feel, heat regulation, hot or cold, absorption, what is being absorbed in our skin, what our skin is protecting us from, secretion, excretion and secretion. Another example that is super popular right now, GOAT, greatest of all time. Idea, imagine, dare, expand, achieve. Songs or rhymes. Songs or rhymes do not have to be complicated. Something as simple as keep the air in the hair moving when blow drying. Keep the air in the hair moving when blow drying to prevent burning the client's scalp or rocking and rolling. Rotting creates the sperm perm, a spiral perm. I'm talking about the sperm. Rocket, roll, rot, and create a spiral perm. The illustration to illustrate a rotting technique can be effective reminder during the application procedure. Visual study skills. For some, the need to visually lay out, and I'm about to get off here because this phone need to go on the charger. Visually lay out thoughts, plans, ideas is key to retaining information. For these learners, the more visual study skills of mind mapping and note taking can be effective learning tools. Mind mapping is a method that you can use to create visual representation of your thoughts, ideas, or class notes. It's in figure 2-10 right down here. And it's like you mapped out the skin, epidermis, aka cuticle or scarf skin, four primary layers, break down the layers, talk about the dermis, the, the dermal, the corneum, true skin, cutis. All right, that got 2 layers, break down that. Boom. So it's just breaking everything down. You got your ideas and your thoughts. Do we need all 5 layers or do we need only 4? Then should we consider this, that, and the other, but it don't organize everything that you was thinking about. That's what mind mapping is. So here are some basic guidelines with mind mapping the topic. Number 1, write down the main topic and the problem in the center of the piece of paper. Expand on the keywords by creating new connections and additional thoughts or information. Use colors and or symbols to highlight important information. Mind mapping, skin divisions, and layers. So taking notes, taking notes. You can pick up on taking notes when you get done with that. Mm-hmm. Well, you guys, if y'all want to stop by, feel free. I'm going to end this live and we're going to finish wrapping up chapter 2. Then we're going to go into our review and then we're going to go into our test. Test is a part of the training as well, because they got to be able to comprehend the theory. It's theory and practical. So this is basically our first base. Like this is where they begin learning how to be a professional master barber, how to service the public, how to, and the history. They learning right here, they getting it in their head. So that way when they get it in their hands, or when their hands get in your head, they know what they're doing. And that is where schooling and educating and licensure come into place. So if you want to be an educated professional in the career of barbering, feel free to stop by. Go to dynamicbarberinstitute.com or stop by, register today. You have to be 16 years of older, and you want to at least have a ninth grade education. At least if you don't, then I have some outsourcings that I can give you so you can get that to meet the requirements to become the barber that you are desiring to be, or barbershop owner, or what have you. So we don't mind assisting you and directing you in the right direction. So Columbia and surrounding areas, make sure y'all come on out. And that is all. I am Tiffany, your dynamic instructor. Y'all be blessed. Let me know when you're ready. I'm just letting you do that.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Just taking notes.
All right. And we're on taking notes.
Taking notes. Note taking is a valuable skill to develop for studying and working in the business world. Effective note takers listen carefully and pay attention to verbal because that alerts them to important information. When taking notes, listeners listen and watch for the cues. The speaker emphasizes words or phrases. You hear a directive such as you need to know or you might want to remember. The speaker uses definition definitive words such as main or first that provide the importance of the order of something. If it gets written on the board, it is usually important. Although most of us develop our own way of taking notes, here are some gentle correction. Here are some general tips to get you started. Remember, you need to take notes in a way that makes sense to you and that will help you make the most of the process. Number one, develop or order order a note taking template that works best for the work you like, the way you like to organize new information. Two, date and number the note pages for easier organization when you need to review them. Three, listen carefully to lesson introductions and summaries. Four, use keywords or phrases to identify main points. Five, use complete and accurate sentences when the instructor says you need to know or this is important or when technical definitions are used. Six, use marks or symbols to emphasize important words, definitions, and so on. Number seven, use symbols, what is that word? Pictures and diagrams to create visual reminders or to illustrate a concept. Number eight, use colored pens or highlighters to emphasize important points. Remember that every effort you make to follow through on your education is an investment in your future. The process you make with your learning will increase your confidence. In fact, when you have mastered a range of information and techniques, your self esteem will soar right along with your goals. Practice ethical standards. Let me write that down. Practice ethical. After reading this section, you will be able to define ethics. Ethics are the moral principles by which we live and work. In a shop setting, ethical standards should guide your conduct with clients and fellow employees. When your actions are respectful, courteous, and helpful, you are behaving in an ethical manner. Mhm. Practice ethical behavior in the barbershop by employing these five professional actions. And I will write them. Provide skilled and competent services. Be honest, courteous, and sincere. Avoid sharing clients' private matters with others, even your close friends. Participate in consulting education and stay on continuing education and stay on track with new information, techniques, and skills. Give clients accurate information about treatments and products. Let me break that down. Provide skills and competent service. Skills and competent service. Sure, that's what it's for. Be honest, courteous, and sincere. Be honest, courteous. Avoid sharing clients' personal matters with others.
Even your closest friends. Yep, don't tell them people business.
Avoid sharing
Where you stopped at professional ethics, right?
professional ethics so I can write down
Okay, I'll pick up once you finish, right?
personal. Oh, private. I don't know, I'm saying personal.
And we almost done. What's I read that?
Private. Oh, matters.
With others, even your closest friends.
Participate in continuing education. And
I'm a professional ethics. To be an ethical person, you need to embody the following qualities: self care. Be to be helpful to others. It's essential that you take care of yourself. Try the self care test to assess how you're doing in Figure 211. Integrity. Maintain your integrity by aligning your behavior and actions to your values. For example, recommending products that clients do not really need is unethical behavior. On the other hand, if you feel that the client will benefit from a certain product and additional services, it would be unethical to not give the client that information. And that is a part of that retail take home, because you don't want to withhold information that they need, and you don't want to give them information just for your own selfish reason. So that is the test right there. You can kind of do that later. I'm gonna keep reading down because at 12 we can break in a second. Discretion. Do not share your personal issues with clients. Likewise, never breach confidentiality by repeating personal information that clients have shared with you. Communication. Your responsibility to behave ethical extends to your communication with customers and coworkers. Be aware of what you say and how you say it. Also, be conscious of your nonverbal communication, such as facial expressions or body language, which are just as important as verbal communication. Develop a positive. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. You know who you speaking to.
That sounds like Mr. James. Mr. Jackson.
That's what you mean. Okay, I came over here looking for somebody else and I walked in here and I said, look here.
Yes, welcome to Dynamic Barber Institute.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Yep.
You busy with a student here.
We're wrapping up chapter 2.
You look nice. Look at you. Okay.
Okay.
Good to see you.
You
Keep
too.
keep up the good
Yes,
work.
sir.
Keep up the good work.
If
I'm
you know
not-
anybody want get their barber license, just send them this way.
Do you do master barber?
Yeah, clip.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's our main program, and then hair burgers, if they're not ready to go through that floor.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a flyer?
I got some flyers up there. I don't have.
I'll grab one and carry it with me.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. You take care.
Okay, and we on Facebook, Instagram, and we got a website.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Them just some classes that I was offering, but once they get in touch, then I'll get them.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. You take care.
Yes, sir.
Brandy over here.
Oh yes, 2 doors down. She's in A B C D right there to the right. When you leave out, go to the right, not the restaurant. The next one over.
All right. Thank you, sweetie.
Mm-hmm. Develop a positive personality and attitude. After reading the section, you will be able to list the characteristics of a healthy, positive attitude. Barbers interact with people from all walks of life every day, all day. Is useful. Therefore, have a sense of how different personality traits work together. Refer regularly to the following characteristics of a healthy, positive attitude. Diplomacy. Being assertive is good because it helps people understand your position. However, it is a short step from being assertive to being aggressive or even bully. Take your attitude temperature to see how well you practice the art of diplomacy, also known as tact. Is the ability to deliver truth, even sometimes critical or difficult messages in a kind way. Pleasing tone of voice. The tone of voice is your personality trait. But if your natural tone is harsh or if you tend to mumble, you can consciously improve by speaking more softly and more clear. Another technique is to smile when speaking if it is appropriate. Smiling will help the tone of your voice. So practice it when speaking in person and when talking on the phone. Emotional stability. Learn how to handle a confrontation and how to share your feelings in a professional manner. Well, learning how to do that is important to building emotional stability and control. That's figure 2-12. They're shaking hands. A lot of people not doing shaking hands. We're doing more fist bumps, elbows, like sensitivity. Being sensitive means being compassionate and responsive to other people. Values and goals guide our behavior and gives us direction. Receptivity. Be interested in other people and respond to their opinions, feelings, and ideas. Receptivity involves taking the time to really listen to others. Also, be open minded and willing to work with all personality types. Effective communication skills. Commit to practicing effective communication through active learning, nonverbal and verbal skills. And we have completed chapter 2 in less than an hour and 30 minutes. And we will do our review questions offline. This has been all. It is lunchtime. So we will catch y'all later. I'm your dynamic instructor, Miss Tiffany. If you are catching this live and you have not registered, for whatever reason, just in case if you're catching this, and you would like to be a barber or a career in barber, or you need a barber coach, or what have you, then make sure you reach out to Dynamic Barber Institute here in Columbia, South Carolina. You can reach us at Dynamic Barber Institute, all social media handles.com as well. And we look forward to servicing you. Until next chapter, be blessed.